ta, ha ha, it's your boy, Magnus.Magneto, MTV Cribs, you know what I'm saying. Sorry, I had to hit a daily level of whiteness there, and I think I maxed out my quota right there, so I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, content. Wrist conditioning. So I injured my right wrist about a year ago, and I healed that one up, but now my left has gotten injured because, you know, injury balance has gotta happen. Balanced body, balanced mind, balanced life. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so basically this is all the exercises I've compiled from watching tutorials online and from taking physio and movement therapy, yada yada yada, all that jazz. So compiled into this video and hope it helps you out. Check it out. These are the tools you're gonna need to condition your wrist. Okay, first, you need your hands. So make sure you got those attached to your body and they're in somewhat working order. Next, you wanna have 2 rubber bands. Next, you're gonna need a 5-pound dumbbell weight device thing. Perfect. Next, you're gonna need some kind of grip device. I'll explain more later. Okay, this is where you're gonna start your workout. Go on your knees, put your hands down flat, arms straight, elbows pushed inwards, okay? After you've done that, you're gonna lean over your wrists as far as you can without feeling any pain or soreness. As soon as you feel stretching, you wanna stop there, okay? Now, as soon as you stop there, you wanna hold that for 30 seconds, static, okay? Static means still. Okay, this one I learned from physio. All we're gonna do is once we've leaned over as far as we can on our hands, we're gonna push our palms off the ground as high as we can with our fingers staying on the ground, okay? You want each one of your fingers staying on the ground, but you're pushing your palms as high as you can. Think like almost you have going on your tippy toes as high as you can. Same concept, but for your hands, okay? We're gonna do 5 of those as slow as we can. The slower you go, the more of a workout you're gonna get. Then once you do that, you're gonna do some impact training, which is going 5 times as fast as you can, okay? So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that kind of a motion. Okay, the next one we're gonna do after this is just a really basic one. I'm sure everybody knows it, but I want you guys to gauge it properly. So it's just turning your wrist completely 180 behind you and then putting them flat on the ground. Same thing, make sure your fingers are all extended and your palms flat on the ground. Now, what I want you to do differently is I want you to lean as far forwards as you can to start and then lean backwards. Do not start by putting down your wrist flat because that's how you can injure it and that's how you don't know how to gauge where you should be stopping, okay? So you're gonna lean all the way forwards and then bring your body backwards just to where you feel it. As soon as you feel it, hold, okay? And then you can slowly put more and more pressure on and lean backwards as more and more and more as you feel it less and less and less. Okay, so same thing, you wanna hold this static for 30 seconds. Okay, this is definitely the most extreme one of the video and the most tiring one. So really make sure you gauge yourself on what level you can do. This one is from a movement coach called Ido Portal. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into a plank or push-up position on your knuckles, and then you're gonna overextend onto the front parts of your knuckles on your index finger, and then you're gonna go all the way back down and make sure you're feeling every single little inch of going down. Do not rush it until you hit your elbows. And then you're gonna push back up. Try not to push too forwards when you go up. Think more straight up and down, unless you want a bit of a different exercise. Alright guys, this next one is from the infamous Bboy Kujo. Basically what you're gonna do is make your hands into 2 fists, and you're gonna push them hard against each other. Then you're gonna straighten your arms just like this, and then stop as soon as you feel it stretching and hold that position. Again, static 30 seconds and slowly raise up straighter and straighter and straighter as you feel it less and less and less. Okay, this one is from my movement therapist / chiropractor. Basically, all you're gonna do is you get these 2 rubber bands, put them around your fingers, and then you're gonna do reps of opening them as wide as you can and closing them. Wide as you can, and then closing them. Make sure you do this slowly, as that will work it out better. I do usually about 50 reps slow as I can, and as wide as I can, and then I do 50 reps as fast as I can. For this to work, just make sure you have rubber bands that are full of tension and aren't loose, and that are thicker. If it's too loose, you won't feel anything. You won't get a good workout unless they're actually tight. Okay, this is also a pretty basic one that I got from my physiotherapist. All you're gonna do is get just a 5-pound weight. Don't go heavier unless your wrists are starting to feel really good. But if they're injured, definitely do not go heavier. The biggest thing to remember with this one is make sure your leg is propped up and your wrist is hanging over like you see here. and that you have the motion to do full range of motion with each one of the exercises. Make sure you do each one 5 reps up and down, and that you do it slowly and take your time. Do not do this one quick at all, because it's not trying to build crazy strength. This is more of a weighted stretch. Okay, this is a wrist strengthener. So basically what you want to do is you want to have either what I have, a grip master, which is more for fingers, or you can get one of these, which will help you strengthen your wrist as well. Basically anything that has weight that you can grip and hold tight, and then when you hold it, you want to make circular motions slowly all the way around. Do 5 to 10 reps either side 3 times. Remember to make as big a circle as possible and go slowly. This is not a freaking speed contest. You're trying to heal up each little tendon and muscle and strengthen your whole body. So going slower will be harder, and it will feel like it's doing less, but it will actually be doing more. Alright, super basic shoulder stretch that my physiotherapist got me to do, which will help you with wrist recovery time as well. You're going to turn your hand around backwards, then you're going to place it against the wall, then rotate your body away from your wrist, okay? And then you're going to hold that static for 30 seconds. Then put yourself a little bit away from the stretch, so not quite as deep as you were in, and then roll your shoulder 5 to 10 times in either direction. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I'll be creating more content as my days get less busier. Jokes, they're not getting any less busier, but as I learn how to deal with it better. Alright, stay tuned. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, it's enough for today. Let's go.